We're here at Global Sources 2016 at the Electronics Fair. I'm here with Martin from Rotorx.
How's it going?
Good. Tell us, you've just won an innovation award. Let's hear a little bit about this product. This looks great, a little mini drone.
That's right.
Tell us what's unique about it and something about the process of getting it to the market.
Process of getting it to the market, we just launched our Indiegogo campaign yesterday. We've already got $70,000 worth of backing, so thank you everyone for your support. Our drones are unique because they're toy-sized, but they're as functional as a larger drone. So you can fly 100 kilometers an hour, or you can just fly around your bedroom. It's designed to be durable enough to let you learn on so that you don't have to keep buying drones. And we help develop the proprietary propellers and motors that make the propulsion so special at this scale.
Okay. And tell me now, I'm used to flying the bigger drones,
Yep.
which have got this sort of GPS system that keeps it very steady. Whenever I've tried to pick up a mini drone, I've found them almost impossible to control. Is there anything that you've been able to do to make this easier for someone just beginning to fly it?
Yeah, so we have some of the most advanced technology in a micro drone. We've actually stacked it here and fit it into a very small package. But basically, the problem with the toy drones is that the technology used is very poor. It's very cheap. And it doesn't give you that same experience. So you can start with a self-level mode where it'll hover in position for you. It doesn't use GPS, but it's easy to control. And then you can turn it into a manual mode, which is like manual in your car, you know, when you want to be able to change gears to drive faster and drive better. Manual mode lets you kind of surf the sky rather than fight the controller the whole time to move. So it's a different experience, but once you put on the goggles, you can see what it sees, and you don't think about the controls anymore. You just think about where you want to go.
Okay, so these are primarily designed for racing, is that right?
That's one function of them. They're actually one of the fastest racing drones in the world. We got 5 pilots in the top 30 at Drone Nationals last year. So compared to their size of the other drones, they're at 1/4 of the size. So it's amazingly fast. What we enjoy the most is actually recreational flying. So imagine you're a bird, or you ever wanted to be Superman. You can do it with a really small drone that's not dangerous to anyone else, and fits below FAA regulations. So you don't have to register it, and you can just go and have fun.
Sure, and how far will it be able to fly with your controller?
Maximum range is about 10 kilometers on the controller and 5 kilometers on the video transmission system. But realistically, you probably don't want to go more than a couple of kilometers away from yourself at any point, because it's a bit hard to get back on the same battery.
And I'm sure they're hard to spot. It's hard enough to spot a bigger drone. So,
well, when you're flying first-person view, all you need to do is remember where you took off from. But what we try and do is you pick a racetrack, you make it out of trees or buildings or in a parkade, and then when you fly that course, you know that if you do crash, it's somewhere on your track that you made, so it's not that hard to find.
Okay. And the camera on it, does it have the ability to record as you go along, or is it primarily just for the first-person view?
Well, you can record the first-person view in the goggles, and you can see it here on the screen live from the drone, recording us here.
Yeah.
But there is an optional HD camera which bolts onto the top of the canopy here and gives you 1080p, 60 FPS, the same kind of quality footage you would expect from a DJI Phantom.
But not on a gimbal, I presume.
Not on a gimbal, but when you're flying in this manual mode, it's not jerky, so it's very smooth movements anyway. So it gives you more of like a helicopter type footage rather than a drone, which is quite sterile, two-dimensional sort of shots normally.
Okay, quite exciting. Now, if somebody wanted to get a hold of one,
Yeah.
how are they going to do it, and what price are they going for on Indiegogo right now?
Right now, the drone, as a package, the drone starts at $300 on its own, which is about as cheap as we can make it. And combined with the transmitter, it's a $500 package. So basically about the same cost as a PlayStation, except you can go video game outside rather than inside. So that's the starting price, and the retail prices might increase a little bit from there after the campaign. So we've only got like 30 days now for people to purchase, and then it'll be on to normal pricing.
And when are people likely to be able to get one if they put in an order today or soon?
Actually, we're in production on the DIY version of this, so people can build their own in half an hour. That'll deliver in about 2 months, and then the ready-to-fly version with the controller will be about 4 months. But we've already got working prototypes, and we've been selling these for about a year in a much more complicated form. So we're not like any other drone Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign in that way.
So if you're after a mini drone for racing and other things, this maybe is a place to look. Martin, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a lot. That's great.